Finally, we have confirmation on when the early tickets for the early screening of Superman will go on sale. Confirmation is they go on sale tomorrow. That is right. Tomorrow, which is June 10th, Tuesday, June 10th, they go on sale. If you are one of the lucky ones, you can actually go on Fandango right now and find what theaters. You can type in your address or zip code or whatever and see if there's going to be an early screening near you. My nearest theater to me is 40 miles away that is showing Superman, the early screening, which is July 8th. That screening is 40 miles away from me. I am going to try and get tickets tomorrow to go see that movie or Superman on July 8th. I will also get tickets for July 11th. Don't worry, people. I'm going to go then too. And then I'll probably go again that weekend with my family. Don't worry. I'm going to go see it a few times. But yes, it's happening, guys. It's happening. But remember, in order to be able to get these early screening tickets, for all of you who are listening right now, you have to be an Amazon Prime member. So you have to go to Amazon. I believe it's Amazon Prime/Superman or Amazon.com/Superman. I think is how you can actually get access to going to that, if I'm not mistaken. In the chat, yell at me if I'm wrong. But if you are able to, if you are an Amazon Prime member, you have to be an Amazon Prime member. So you have to be signed into Amazon. You have to go to Amazon.com/Superman. It'll verify that you're a Prime member, and you'll be able to get your ticket. You can get up to 2 tickets for this as a Prime member. Remember, you can only get up to 2 tickets. It's not like you can take your whole family to it. It's going to be you and a friend. That's all you'll be able to get. I'm excited. Again, these tickets go on sale tomorrow. I don't know a time. I haven't seen a time. Anybody in the chat, have you seen a time? I have not seen a time that these tickets go on sale. I'm hoping that it's relatively early in the morning for me, because that would be the best for me. Like I can just wake up in the morning and purchase tickets. But if not, I'll get it when I get it. I'm just going to keep checking throughout the day, see if I can grab them. But let me know. I'd love to hear, shout out to me on X tomorrow if you happen to get your tickets. Say, I got my tickets. I got them. I'd love to hear the success stories if you do get them, because I want to be excited with you. I want to be excited and be excited for anybody who gets to go see this movie early and gets to see this film. We are, guys, think about it this way. The early screening is less than a month away at this point. It's less than a month away. Less than a month away. That's how close we are to seeing Superman finally. I'm excited. You should all be excited. But because of that, and I want to stick with this before we get into the comments, somebody was kind of a little upset about this early screening, which I think is kind of like, that's interesting, because I remember when this came out a couple weeks ago that there's going to be this early screening. Guys, this is showing confidence. This is DC Studios. We are confident in this movie. This movie, we have full confidence behind it. We're going to put this film out. Let's go. This person here on Threads, iamins.insta, says, why? Now people are going to spoil the movie on social media for 4 days straight. Even if they love it and ticket sales get a boost from word of mouth, there's still a risk of it backfiring due to intentional, hateful reviews from people who've been trying to stir negativity about this movie from the beginning. Now, before I talk about what James Gunn's response is here, which you can read it there, that was going to happen no matter what. Whether there was an early screening or not. Let's not forget that there's going to be reviews from critics. There's going to be a review embargo. My guess is, because this early screening is happening on the 8th, the review embargo is probably going to lift before that from the critics. We're going to have probably the social media embargo lift about a week before that, and then you're going to see the review embargo probably lift the 5th, the 6th, the 7th, somewhere around that. So we're going to see all those reviews come out, possibly with spoilers, possibly without spoilers. We're going to get all that stuff anyways. I mean, to come out and say something like this, it's just, I get that people don't want to be spoiled. But in this day and age with social media, with everything, you have to expect that if this is a movie that you truly want to see, one, you got to try and get the early screenings as early as you possibly can. If it's not going to be the 8th, then get there on the 10th. Get there on the 9th if you can, because I know there's some places that might be doing it on the 9th, but try and get there on the 10th, because you know that while it opens on the 11th, the early screening, the real day that it opens up is going to be the 10th. So try and get on the 10th, but you're just going to have to try your best to not go on social media. Don't read the articles from the critics. Don't talk to people who you know will spoil it. Don't listen to podcasts. Don't watch, the YouTube channels. Like, don't do that thing. It sucks. You'll just have to give up some of that stuff for a few days before you see it, but that's what you got to do. Now, when he says that people, it's going to backfire and the intentional hateful reviews, first off, if they have this much confidence in releasing this and doing an early screening of this movie at this point in time, I don't think they're worried about hateful reviews from people who have actually seen it. So these hateful reviews from these people, this small minority, these minority of people who are going to hate this movie regardless, they're not worried about them, nor should they be. So there's no worry there. But anyways, James Gunn says, A, hearing a spoiler won't kill the movie. The enjoyment of the film isn't based solely on its surprises. B, but if it does concern you, please be careful of where you go online during those few days. Exactly what I said there for B. But A, it's good to hear that this isn't a movie that's full of surprises. This isn't a movie that is like, hey, you want to. This isn't a Christopher Nolan type of film where there's a twist and you don't want to know what the twist is before you see it, or an M. Night Shyamalan movie or anything like that. This is a comic book movie that it is what it is. Like, this isn't Endgame where you don't want to know who dies at the end. Like, this is a Superman movie. You know what you're going to get for the most part. It's the adventure. It's the excitement of sitting there, start to finish, just having a good time. And that's good to hear. I've always been one that spoilers never ruin a movie for me. I don't mind hearing spoilers for films. There are times whenever I sit there and say, I don't want to hear spoilers for a movie. But I've always said this, that for me, my excitement is when I know what's happening in the movie, sitting back and watching the crowd, the audience react to the movie when I know what's going on. For some reason, I get more joy and excitement out of that than I actually get out of experiencing the movie myself. Really bizarre, I know. That's probably why I should have been a film director myself and never did become one, but that's where I get the excitement, is whenever I sit back and I see the audience, just their reaction to specific moments in a movie, whether it's a big moment, a sad moment, and whatever it is, watching the reaction of the people I'm with or the audience as a whole. That's what gets me excited whenever I go and see a movie. So spoilers never really ruin it for me. It actually makes the experience better for me because of that. But again, I know for some people it does. Again, when you get down to it, though, just that week, when it comes down to it, you just have to avoid spoilers if you're that kind of person that doesn't want to hear spoilers. This is just, we're getting to that point. I mean, we're talking about in a few weeks. In a few weeks, we're going to start seeing red carpet premieres and stuff like that. That's when information is going to start coming out. That's when you're going to have to decide, do I mute things on X? Do I just avoid social media until I see this movie? Those are the decisions that you're going to have to make if it's that important to you. And yeah, I mean, that's all I have to say about that. But let me know your thoughts. Are you going to try and get tickets to the early screening? Are you going to try and avoid the spoilers that will inevitably come out after that early screening, and obviously from the critics and the press alike? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.